Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video. I am working on some photos from San Francisco today, and this is a single pager, but it needs a photo flip because I've got two photos here plus the business card I picked up. I want to be able to use all of those. So in order to do that, I have to have a photo flip. I do have it ready to go. I have used a piece of paper that was a scrap that I didn't use. I've tried it already. You will see a little bit of the polka dot peeking out, but I'm not going to cover it with washi or anything because, as you can see, if you notice in the background of this picture, this is me. So my friend took this from her seat. I was wearing a black and white polka dot shirt. So I figure, you know what, if anybody even notices it, I'm good with it because it kind of matches. So I do need a card for here. So I'm going to grab out my food related pocket cards and grab those. Then I also have several little bags and pouches and things that are food related. So I have ephemera, I have word strips, puffy stickers. I think I have some wood veneer in there. Lots of options on how I can decorate the layout. I have picked out a couple of cards here and I'm having a really hard time deciding which one I like the best. I tried this one first. I was going for more of an orange look because of the sauce here, and just the lighting's very yellowy orange, and then you can see some here too. And I like that, but then I don't have any room for journaling. So that's the problem with that one, but I love what it says. And then I have this one, which this is the one I'm leaning most towards. Again, kind of a yellowy orange tone. I have yellow noodles here in the wine. I've already pointed out the orange. I think it would be fine, like even with this. That yellow and this yellow are not too far off. So, and it gives me room to journal. So I like that one. This one, however, was a little bit of a surprise. I wasn't thinking black and white at first, but I like this because of what it says. Full belly, tired feet, happy heart. This was our last stop of the day. We had a very late dinner because we were go all day. So it was eat here and then basically go to our room and just pass out because we were so tired and so full. So I do kind of like the idea of this, but I wonder, like, is it too blah? I don't know. I don't want it to be boring because this meal was fantastic. I want to highlight that. It does give me the nice option, though, of being able to work in, like, black and white because that goes with everything. So there is that. So I don't know. But for sure it's not going to be this one. I still like this one the best, I think, but I'm willing to consider this one, too. I am surprising myself here. I have decided to go black and white. After all that time spent and thinking like color was the way to go, I think I'm going to go black and white. So I have this. I also already, from my food related things, I pulled out this. I think I want to do it right here. There's kind of this weird empty space between the plates here, and I feel like that would help take up some of the space. It goes with the black and white theme. However, then I have to come up with a tab for the flip part here, and maybe I can do color with that since this is going to be black and white. And then I also am going to have to find a background for this, and since I didn't use the yellow before, maybe I can work that in as the background card for this. For the tab that's going to be made here for the flip, I've decided to go with this one. This was one I had already cut into, so that's perfect. I don't have to cut into another one that's brand new. I can just take this, hang it over the side, and then add this on top. And I love that it's so pale yellow. So you can see it, but it's not obtrusive in any way. It looks good with this. It doesn't detract from the card that's got yellow on it. I think that's a good choice. I have this part attached. Yay, that's done. I can do the inside next. But actually, I think I want to look for something black and white for here. I want another piece of ephemera or an embellishment, but I want it to be diagonal from this. So it'll have to be over here. So I'm thinking if I could just find a little phrase of some type and put it right up here, that would be great. But I am thinking preferably, well, actually, I was going to say white background, black font, but it could be the other way too. If I found the right thing, it would be all right. I have found a couple of things I want to use here. So for this photo up top, I think I'm just going to kind of cop out a little bit and use the one that says dinner. But you know what? It's white with black font, and that's what I wanted, so it's all fine. Let's take that. And then I want it right in the middle, I think. I think that looks pretty good. All right, so I have that. And then I saw these in my bag of stuff too. And this one says foods I love. I don't know like what else I would use it for, but I love bread. Carbs. I know they're evil and all of that, but I still love them. So I'm thinking about when I open this, the card, business card will be up here. I'm gonna cut that down and have it there. This will be right here. I could do an embellishment there. I mean, I could do it the other way too, I suppose. Put the card here. Oh, maybe I should. Then when I flip this up, they're not next to each other. I just realized that. If I do it this way, the heart is here right next to this. But if I do it this way, then you can have the embellishment. Except now these are next to each other, which I don't like. When it's closed, you're not going to see that heart. It's just when you open it. I might put it still the way that I had planned. Put this on there, put this on top, and call it good. All right, I've got adhesive on here, so I'm going to adhere this to the back portion of the flip. There we go. Ooh, I must have cut my photo a little wonky. Let's clip off the extra here. Once it's in the pocket as the flip, like, you won't really notice it, so that's fine. There, just go like that. There we go, and then I want this. These are self-adhesive, but is it still sticky? Oh yeah, pretty good. All right, so where to put it? White on white or up here? You know what, I think up here in this dark dead space, because it's further away from the other piece of ephemera I have, and because it's white, it shows up better there. I grabbed out my yellow scraps to see what might be in there that I could use for here, and I did find something. I have this one. It's not super muted or, you know, light or anything, but it's also not super bright that it's in your face. I think it's actually quite nice against this. This is a little bit darker, so I think that would be okay. And then, like, when it's open, if you see it against this stuff, I think it's okay. Like, there's a yellowy tint there, there's a yellowy tint there and there. I think that's okay. Then I have to decide though, like, do I want something else? It looks kind of plain with just the business card there. I do also need to cut it down, so I will do that next. All right, I have cut this down to 3 inches. You can kind of see the edge of that, and I was not really liking that when I saw it. I didn't quite realize that was gonna happen, but then I looked at the back. I could just use that. It's got the same little thing there, but you don't lose anything. And it actually has like the street address on it, which is kind of cool. So I think I'm actually gonna use this side. Didn't think that would happen either, but there you have it. So I will put some adhesive on this here. Oh, it doesn't want to stick on there because it's slick. Then you know what? We'll do it right on the paper. There we go. All right. That will go on there. I do feel like I need something else though. I could just do, let me grab my pen here. I could do a very narrow line on each side to give it some definition, but I still might need to stamp something or find a small phrase to fill up some of that empty space. I have everything that I need like in the pockets except for this because I'm still working on it, but this is all in there. And then I was looking for something for the yellow card, and I remembered I have these printed digital pieces, and I think some of these are Italian. They're noodles or something. I know I have a bunch with some sweets. Not that kind of noodle. Well, that's right, I got dinner plates and stuff in a bunch of different colors. I don't need those. Oh, I got a wine, but it's not the right color. Olive oil, I assume that's what that's supposed to be. Ooh. It's a little too big, dang it. But if I could have like had that smaller, I could have put it along the side. So I have some cheese. Pasta noodles right there, and take out container. Okay, I think I'm gonna fussy cut. I don't know if I'll do all of these, but maybe these two, and then that kind of brings in that orange tone too. Look at that. I think that'll be good. I have the fussy cutting done, so I think I'm just going to attach it like that maybe. Then it doesn't cut off the web address. Not like I really need that, but there. So I have that, and it just adds a little something to the card. So that's done. And I have this other one left, and now I'm wondering, should I put it on here? Like in the middle over these lines? Because otherwise, what am I going to do with those? I'm not going to write in those probably. It's either that or I'd have to cover them up with something. For this card, I decided to put the pasta noodle here, and then I didn't know what else to do with that space, and I didn't really want to dig out my stamp, so I just did the date. And then I will do my journaling off camera, but you can kind of see this is what the end product looks like here, and then with the flip, I think that's pretty fun. So here's another one finished for San Francisco. Thanks for watching.